Peace and love, black family, intellectuals. Um, I ain't been appearing on a lot of stuff because, I'm a truth seeker and my knowledge always advanced through my life. And what I learned starting from a lot of, how can I say it, sects of so-called spirituality or religions, I went through a lot of them. I mean, I can even name them, but it was one group of individuals that I was associated with that thought past the paradigm sometimes to a degree. But I know all knowledge ties to all knowledge, no matter how far and how near. Despite if one got it wrong and the other don't got it wrong, but all of them have some kind of, how can I say, untruths to them. Even the truths that have more truths than lies have some form of a lie mixed with it, because it's another lie tied on to the truth, because the truth have branches of lies that stems from it. This is what I have learned. And this is why I always call this stuff street intellect, because I believe that the intellectual who can surpass hardships and still be able to survive and have his mind intact to elevate to a higher level, along with the knowledge of yourself and things like that. I used to be with a group called the Ansar Muhammad's. I don't know if many of y'all know about those, but boy, we was wow. It was called the Elohim. We was calling ourselves the Elohim, many but one. We had this word called Sajalahu. I've been to so many ideologies, but that one was one that it stemmed from the Nation of Islam, 5%ers and so on and so forth. But, despite the black man being the first man, the black woman, man is God, and all this type of stuff, it had another metaphysical, not a metaphysical, how can I say this? It had another higher demand of information with it. Meaning, the Master J Man, we used to call this guy the Master J Man. He was the bring the select one, the remote control unit, and it's everything that's going to your mind, I'm putting it in it. We looked at this man as God, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Mac, Dangerous Dame was involved, Mac Dre, Scariax, Buddha. I mean, we was deep, and we was in the pen. Yeah, you was in the pen, and we used to lock us down because they didn't want us to spread the teachings and stuff. I used to be involved in a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And along with, being in the Nation of Islam and things like that, but I always felt that it was more to a lot of shit. Even me looking at Africa and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Africa in a way like, you know what I'm saying? How can we evolve from high intellectual beings doing big things to, living in jungles and stuff? I'm not saying everyone live in a jungle. I'm saying, but that's what they display. Or we have in these big cities and stuff, but Africa don't contribute nothing to us. Then we have to think about the situation and say, okay, if we was here too first, okay, and we was here thousands of years ago, because a lot of y'all guys got to go do some research, especially on Queen Khalifa and the California blacks. And I'm questioning, because I don't care how long I knew a knowledge, I don't care how long I had it or how good I know it. If I find fault with it, I'm submitting to the truth, who is the ultimate reality of everything that exists in this matrix. So I'm always seeking. I may represent the truth to higher levels as I learn them, meaning that I may know something of a truth, but I may find out something of a lie within the truth. Then I have to change the truth by exposing a lie within the truth itself. Continue that. I feel that was always my formality when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people always know me for being real. Even in the negative world, I didn't like being fake. I couldn't be this. Even though I played the negativity role and became, the tool of Satan, was on Satan's hook and living in his den doing the things that, the common things that was thrown to us as the African men to kill ourselves, to destroy ourselves as we are. along with our family trees, you know. So, you know, thank Most High, you know what I'm saying, that I had a father in my life that gave me and my brothers and so on and so forth some kind of a firmness, a loyalty, some kind of, how can I say it? Shit. Y'all know what I mean if y'all had a father in your life. You know, it's hard being a father today with all these vices against us. You know, so I like to deal with the current realities of things, and I be wanting to do stuff, but the surrounding people, you know, it's hard to gather brothers together to want to physically do something. Everybody want to do something for the negative, but nothing for the positive. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with the positive that we may see in the communities with brothers doing stuff for the communities. Nothing wrong with that, but it have to be something more. And then after that, it have to be something else. It have to be a continued form of building. No matter once you get to a success point, you successfully move from that point to another point, no matter how long it takes. A lot of people say, well, you're going to do this, you're doing this, how you doing? Hey, man, long as the Most High keep me breathing, I'm going to keep building towards that fact. You know what I'm saying? As I grow intellectually, you know what I'm saying? As I connect to the universal powers to send me that info with the sun power. It's a lot of ways of how black people are. We're like, you know, I found out, you know, a lot of things about how we black, we brown, we this, we that. You know what I'm saying? We a common being, but we have to understand that I've been studying a lot of things that brothers been speaking about, and I've been doing my research myself. And you know what I'm saying? We are the extraterrestrials on this planet. I know a lot of brothers say, oh, brother, here he go. Hey, whatever, brother. I say because, you know, one thing about me, if none of you brothers can refute the shit, then you brothers can't say nothing about it, because really we don't have no reality base of how a lot of things been built and done in this on this planet. So a higher being or higher order had to take place, and then plant the seeds on the planet to elevate that, you know, evolve, you know, like the Anunnaki. I've been doing my study on them. Then it goes higher to them to another level, you know, dealing with Amen Ra or Amen. You know, we got a lot of knowledge that still need to be thoroughly investigated and researched. You know, it's a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, I mean, y'all can look at my other videos and say, hey, he was speaking that. Hey, those are all my levels of studying. I don't care. I done been through so many levels of study, and I know not to just think that one is it, and I never believed that one is it. Because the reality of all this stuff is that all, you know, life is a lifetime of learning and growing and elevating. We can't keep trying to box ourselves in one ideology and expect that to be the only thing to get us out of it. I always spoke about that. You know, and I always felt that way. I always felt it's another way. And then we can't moderize. We're not moderizing our things. You know, we're not bringing them up to date. We're trying to live these things according to past times, when those past times are totally different. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they didn't have technical stuff, because a lot of things they had do supersedes what we already have today, and we just now catching up. But based on the age that the European man race, along with other entities involving, got us in the condition we are. So we dealing with a different time span and a different way of how we have to utilize the information that we get. We have to understand, I once said before, that we have to use the success points of all our so-called leaders and so on and so forth to benefit us in this time, and put them things in moving action. You know, we have to have moving solutions, you know. Not unlike Black Wall Street and the Carolinas and so on and so forth. We know that was a proper structure, but we know it more supposed to be with that structure. Things that I felt that wasn't missing with that structure is that all the blacks that used to be in the military and fight with all the Europeans back in those times should have formed them what you call an army, a patrol system. People legally can have guns, military action type. Black guys should have been formed, have your own Negro police station within your own community, along with, you know, get the legal documents. It's a lot of other ways, but you know, that's not discrediting the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know, I don't believe that we should be stuck to an ideology of religion. whether it's one or not. I mean, even though we talk about the Kemetic system, a lot of brothers is making it seem like it's more of a religion rather than it's just basically the basic natural order of life, and at the same time being in line with nature and the universe to become these universal people who will continue to evolve, because we're stuck in an unevolved state. Because every time I get in a thing when I was a religion, I used to always feel in my spirit or my soul that I was in an unevolved state. I was like, damn, why I'm pressured. I mean, I want to go outside this box because my brain is telling me more things, want me to ask questions. And then when I ask these questions, the answers come. Whether it come through other people or whether I stumble up on it or it just pop in your head or whatever. I mean, we have to think that, one thing that Answer Muhammad said about us, that we're like remote control units. You know what I'm saying? It's like something out there is telling us what to do here in certain time spans. I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people, but this is something we have to take all the ideology of religion and everything out and use life for what it is, and stay to the basic essence of stuff. Why is the moon? Why is the sun? What is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? Yes, we are light beings or solar beings or whatever we want to call us. We are these star seeds. There's a lot of words we can use, but it ain't. Let's not get caught up on who's saying what, but they all similar. They all out there somewhere. Along with Neberu is coming into existence, and all these truths coming out. So we have to question these things and say, what is this? If we've been here and don't have I done the research, we don't have no fucking direct time span of when we got on this goddamn planet. You understand? And we don't have it. I can't find one. I done all the research. I ain't talking about the evolution of monkeys, because we didn't come from no rhesus monkeys and all that. It seemed like every other race have, and we haven't. Where the hell do we totally come from? We had to come to this place and plant our seeds, or they made us, Anunnaki made us, or whatever. I don't know. But I know it's somewhere and around in these realms, and we can't be caught up in these section of ideologies, because the information that's necessary for us supersedes what's on this planet, bro. You have to go outside. You have to shoot your information out in the universe and just roam. Just say, hey, what is a life ever? That's what I do when I be asleep. Sometimes I don't try to dream about the other stuff. Yeah, I have my own little downfalls because we in this world. I'm not perfect, but you have to. I can't even explain it. But peace and love, y'all. This is the brother. There's more to Egypt. There's more to black people than what we say, even though that's a title. We have other names and things to call ourselves. There's more to a lot of this stuff, man. All these other things underwater, digging up, it's more to Egypt. No discredit to Egypt. Egypt is a beautiful thing to study, but at the same time, we cannot live totally according to how they lived in that time, because we're dealing in a time that's more manipulative. We're actually dealing with a beast that's in control now, so we can't really use the stuff like that at that time totally on him, because he know about it to a degree, and a lot more than a lot of us too. So we have to find other ways. We have to dig up other powers, use our superpowers that we've been cut off from, and connect to the universe. Peace and love.